It was the same process for DC. It was the same process for Justina. This is a thing that you got to learn. Like, you welcome to the big leagues. You was aspiring before, you here now, and now these people are the ones that you gotta deal with. And they say it takes normally about 3 seasons to get comfortable at Wild 'N Out. So around my 3rd season, I started smoking people, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that confidence definitely has to grow. So to anybody listening, like, don't feel like just because you are walking into a new situation that it's gonna be nah. You got to be who you are. You got to be who you see in your head, even when you don't feel like it sometimes. So.
Welcome back to another episode on Stats Couple Podcast. I'm excited, I'm thrilled, and I'm continuing with the forward movement and the progress, man. I'm sitting right here with a special guest today. I met him probably about maybe 2 years ago, and just kind of maintained the relationship from there. Met him through a great mutual friend. Y'all seen him on previous episodes, man, my guy Dose. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to have this conversation, and it's a test for me to make sure I'm always getting better and doing my thing, right? So, man, without further ado, Javen, man, welcome and thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Let's get to it.
I appreciate it, yo. Why don't we? So, for those who might not know you, man, let us know who you are, man.
My name is Javen Cannon. Charlotte born and raised.
Okay.
Howard graduate, HU, you know.
Let's go.
Took my talents to California.
Okay.
To continue a legacy, some might call it, a lineage of this Cannon thing.
Let's go.
That I was kind of born into. So I mean, I'm not the greatest at like talking about myself in terms of like bragging about myself, but yeah, that's me. I'm Javen. I've been had the pleasure to work in the entertainment industry in various different forms: radio, television, music, film. Behind the camera, in front of the camera. I had a few experiences.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without saying too much. So that's me.
That's what's up, man. I had to do my due diligence and find out, outside of, having our conversations when we're around. But I mean, you mentioned a great HBCU of Howard. Like, how did that even come about? Like, what made you choose them?
It came about through one of my dreams being crushed and then being replaced with Howard.
Okay.
Because let me tell, like
that
I said,
dream had to been Carolina, I know.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't want to go to college at all.
Okay.
That was not my call. I was a pretty smart kid.
Okay.
My grades were always relatively good. So it was always something that I had the option to do. But that wasn't my goal. My goal, by the time it was time for me to go to school and start applying for stuff, I already thought I was behind.
Okay.
I was supposed to be a child star in front of TVs and dapping up famous people, and Lil Bow Wow was my competition, let me tell it.
Okay.
But yeah, so I end up, like I said, my grades were decent. People were like, all right, what's you about to do? It was like, they looked at my grades like, oh, you can go to college. Like, did you realize that? Did you know you were smart? Like, I don't know.
That's dope.
So my first school of choice, I actually wanted to go to East Carolina.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure why or like where it came from.
ECU was by some water.
You feel me? That wasn't it. I don't know where that dream came from, but something had put in my head, I'm gonna be at ECU. I remember me and my mom went to the visit. I seen this beautiful campus. I think they had like a man-made beach they told us about. I was like, oh yeah, this is where I see myself. Dope. After having, that conversation with Nick, he was like, what? What? Why would you want to do that? Like, if I would recommend, you know what I'm saying, it's your life, do what you want to do, but I would recommend going to a HBCU.
Yes.
Like, you're going to have a lot more fun. You're going to be around people that's like you. You're going to be around black people. Like, chicks going to be better. Like, bro, do what you want to do. I got you regardless. But I would go to HBCU, and if you're gonna go to one, might as well go to Howard.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So,
I couldn't agree more.
I didn't really take too much of that. I was like, okay, that's what he's talking about. I want to get in his good graces. So until I like signed the paperwork that I'm going to East Carolina, because I know that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just say my Howard and East Carolina. Those are my two schools. As I started to do that, I started watching people's reaction to me saying, you going to Howard?
Okay.
And I was like, oh, what's this Howard thing? This is not the same response I'm getting from East Carolina. So then I started to do my research. So okay, because I didn't know much about HBCUs.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I looked into it a little bit more, and I was like, oh, this seems dope. Learned the lineage and all of that stuff. Then I went on their campus, and I remember me and my mom getting there in Washington D.C. The campus is not big, but it's in literally the middle of the city. So this street is Washington D.C. This street is Howard University.
Yep.
So we get there, we're a little lost on where to go, and my mom just asked some beautiful black woman, "Excuse me, can you point us to the direction of whatever?" And she, not only would I point you there, I would escort you. That she walked us to wherever we were supposed to go, and I said, "Whoever this angel is, I'm going to her school."
Okay, shout out to her. Shout out to her.
So that's how I ended up at Howard.
Okay. So what did you study while you were there? I mean, Howard is definitely
at what point?
Oh,
you feel me? It was
okay.
It was a journey.
Okay, so it was a journey.
Right.
Did you finish?
I finished.
Okay, you finished.
I did.
And like, so what did that journey look like for you there? Like when you first got there, what were you going to study? And then by the time you got out, what did that look like?
So like I said, I was already behind. My child star, opportunity is running short. I'm 18. I'm not even a child no more.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I always knew that I wanted to do something in entertainment, something in. I think my earliest, clearest vision of what I want to do is I want to create moods. I want to put people in different feelings and emotion type of thing. The next unclear idea I have is that might mean a production company. What's producing mean? Making it a company that makes stuff? I want to make stuff. Okay. Yeah, so a production company. I think around this time, Nick had recently started like his production company, Incredible. So I was like, okay, understood vaguely what that meant. So I knew I wanted to start my own production company by the time I was 18 going into Howard.
Yeah.
I just didn't really know what that mean for real. But I knew I had to do something. I'm going to school. I got to study something. They don't got production company majors. Business.
Yeah.
Business.
I was gonna say business.
Okay, because everything is a business.
Right? Yeah.
So that's where my first field of study was, like my freshman year. The School of B. Shout out to the School of Bread at Howard University. I hated it.
Business is tough. I mean, it's like an easy major, but it's also tough once you really get
nothing
in there.
About it freshman year was tough. Like we just had to do like a freshman orientation. The thing that made me hate it was like our freshman orientation. We had to wear a suit every Tuesday and Thursday.
Standards, right?
And I said, hell no. What? I gotta wear and then they're grading you on your suit attire. I'm sorry, your cufflinks is
I want to say, so what it actually looked like? Wow, I didn't know that part.
This is what I'm getting graded on. I'm getting, y'all got me bent. My major is marketing, which is definitely valuable, but this not me. I remember one of my homie, Dallas, he seen me walking back. He was like, you look miserable. I was like, I am. So that was major one.
Okay.
After that, I realized, all right, I don't want to do this. I'm going to drop out if I got to do this for 4 years. Let's find something different. So that led me to the School of Fine Arts.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little closer. A little production company still in mind. I understand that these are the people that's performers, that's the actors, that's the playwrights, that's the musical theater majors and all that stuff. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna go over here with y'all directing majors over there. It's like, okay, this is a little closer. But then I found out that I changed my major to theater administration.
Okay.
Which I didn't know it was. It definitely is. It's basically like just teaching you how to, do all of the behind the scenes stuff of like a stage play or like a theater, So I transitioned to there and then realized that the people in the School of Fine Arts on campus, that's a cult. And they say that just because their class schedules are totally different. They in there all day. Their classes end at like 8 o'clock at night. Freshmen got 1 4-hour class that they got to take. It's like, what? Why did y'all tell me this?
But not 4 hours.
And they don't go to other, buildings and other schools for real. All of their classes are in this one building where, you bouncing around to the School of C, you going to the School of B, you going to, wherever, if you're another major, not the fine arts kids. Then I get there late. And what you realize is that they already not clicked up, but they already made their relationships, their friends, and this is a very specific study. So we got to collaborate. We already got our partners. They had this thing called bigs and littles that they assign you. When you're a freshman, you get a big who's upperclassmen. It's kind of, because it's that serious. They don't do that at no other school. We're going to give you a mentor into your mate. Like, nah. They just did that at Fine Arts. And I get in there. It's too late. I don't got a big. It's like, man. But everybody else do. They all clicked up. So little stuff like that.
But with that though, just to interject real quick, your brother was he acting at the time already? Was he already into the acting?
Jump Line came out, and
so that could have been your big, right?
I mean,
Outside
yes
of
and
campus.
no. Like, I mean, that's my big brother.
Yeah, for sure.
So you feel me?
Sure.
That's always there. But just in terms of being on campus,
yeah, that makes sense.
Into this place, like at that time he wasn't going to Howard. I went to Howard before him.
I got you.
So, you know, what he gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
Call him and ask for advice about something he don't know about. So this is kind of just me having to figure it out myself.
Okay.
And yeah, I got tired of that. So that's my freshman year. School of B, Fine Arts. That wasn't working. It's like, all right, I might have to drop out. Like, I don't want to do it. But then talking to one of a mutual friends, like, you need to be in the School of C. Like, you need to be in the School of Communications. They have literally everything that you're talking about is over here.
Yes.
I was like, oh, for real? Like, oh, dang, my big didn't tell me that. So I end up transferring again for the third time to the School of C under their journalism program, focused in television, media, and film and stuff like that. So yeah, that was
the sauce.
That's a year and a half of bouncing around every semester. Luckily for me, it didn't set me back too far because they're all somewhat related.
Yeah.
So a lot of these classes overlap. So
gotcha.
The classes I'm taking freshman year, first semester, ultimately ends up on my School of C, credits list. Gotcha. But I was supposed to take that class sophomore year. So it's like, okay, I can do this. We can still make this work. So that's my Howard major journey.
Okay, that's dope. So you left out of there. Was it theater? Was it not theater? Journalism?
Communications, television, and film.
I heard the mass comm majors when I was in school. They actually enjoyed it a lot. I did marketing, like you said.
Oh, okay.
And, I was kind of like in between. But
where'd you go?
I went to Virginia Union.
Okay, come on now.
Yeah, Virginia Union.
HBCU
experience is definitely everything. Yeah,
down the street for real.
Right there,
That's
man.
dope.
Okay, so you got your Howard. Got that out the way. The journey, it was different. Something that you didn't want to do. And what did life look like for you after that?
After that, well, my situation is a little different. So my after is kind of simultaneous with,
nice.
while I'm in school.
Okay.
Howard was a lot of different experiences. Like, there was a lot of different chapters in that, 4.5 years. So in between, my junior year, I want to say Nick comes to campus. So now I'm his big. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Get away from me, freshman. Move.
Okay.
So that kind of changes the dynamic of things around that time. I had pledging on my mind real hard, and let me tell it. I never wanted to come to school.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a child star.
Okay.
You feel me? So
Okay.
this is just because I'm smart and I can and I need to make my family proud or whatever. So my enthusiasm for school wasn't really, big. I thought by my sophomore year, I'm only here to pledge, and once I do that, I'm out of here for real.
Okay. So.
I had, began that process a little bit and then realized that wasn't for me either. And at that point, it's like, oh, what am I here for then? I told myself these last year and a half that this is what I was here for. I don't want to do this. And it was weird too because, the organization I wanted to be a part of, they wanted me back bad.
Okay.
Yeah, they was opening doors, rolling out whatever color carpet. I don't know what I'm saying. Rolling out the carpet for your boy.
You want to tell us it was black, purple, or red? Okay, I got you.
But yeah, they taking me on, little trips. They giving me info early. And it's like, I'm literally standing at what I thought was my dream, at the edge of it. All I got to do is finish.
Yeah.
And now I have this realization that, oh, snap, I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little cooler than y'all already. And it's like, whoa. So that was a jarring experience for me, the first time that I've ever got to that point where it's like, oh wow, I've been saying this for years that I wanted to do this, and now what? My identity kind of shifted around that time.
Interesting.
So I had to kind of refigure and kind of put myself back on what I actually wanted to do.
Yeah.
and I didn't understand how school had it. I want to go make money. That's what I want to go do. I'm supposed to
Get
be
to the
on
money.
somebody's television right now, and I'm in social studies. I'm in, you know what I'm saying, psychology 101. Like, I don't want to do this. So that kind of led me to I thought I was about to drop out. Like, I'm done for real. Yeah, this is not for me. I done tried it. I know I'm smart already, so it's not like I couldn't do it. My grades are beautiful, so it's like, I really just don't want to do this. So that transition, you know, trying to find myself. Long story short, I ended up, you know, enrolling. I never dropped out for real. I think I dropped like 2 classes. Told myself I was dropping out.
Strong, man. Let's get it.
I, you know, finished that, but that led to a conversation with my brother, and it's like, all right, well, you probably just need to start putting your hands in some other things. So while I'm in Howard, I started to be a production assistant on Wild 'N Out.
Okay.
So that's kind of, you know, I'm in class learning theory, but also on set learning like what it really means to work in the entertainment industry.
Was it set where you were, or was it like a traveling situation?
So at this time they're shooting in New York.
Okay.
Which I don't remember exactly how far away that is from DC, but I had to.
Hours.
I think it worked out in my schedule where I was able to catch a bus like on like Friday or something. Go hang out, mess around, kick it, do everything I gotta do. Hop on a bus to come back and knock out like my Tuesday, whatever class that it was. Yeah. Then get back on the bus and then you feel me go back to work.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my first, you know, experience like getting real, tangible industry experience. But at the same time, I got a paper to write. So yeah, I need y'all to leave me alone. I really got.
So how did you balance that? Like, what? I know it was very demanding both at Howard and on set. Like, so how did you like navigate?
Well, yes and no. It's yes and no. By that time, I'm like a junior and a half. I know Howard like the back of my hand.
So you already
I know
had your systems.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And working on set I was a production assistant at that time, and all that really means is a fancy word for like the set runner. Okay. So like if we need some new we ran out of toilet paper. We need somebody to go get some toilet paper. He's the director, he's the talent, he's the PA, production assistant. Go to Walmart, take the company, you know, the production card, go to Walmart, buy some toilet paper, come back. Okay. So that's my job. Okay. And I'm fresh, because I didn't know this was what I was supposed to be doing. I thought, you feel, I'm on Wild 'N Out. I got a leather jacket on, some brand new Timbs, running to the Walmart to get some tampons. Because one of the Wild 'N Out girls started her cycle. So, yeah. Now, the first thing I had to do was you see that trash over there? Yeah. We need you to take that and throw it in the dumpster, and that's your job. Wow. I got trash juice all on my fresh Timbs, but yeah. So that was my first experience. So that kind of how it started. By the time I graduated Howard, interestingly enough, it's a similar situation. I had to fly in from, maybe we was working in Atlanta, I think that time. Graduate, walk across the stage, hop back on the plane that morning to go report for Wild 'N Out. By that time, I'm a cast member. I'm a creative consultant, which is basically a writer for the show. So yeah, I'm big dog. So yeah, I posted. You know, everybody did their little photo shoots for their graduations. I didn't do that. I just took a picture on stage and then swipe, and I took a picture on a different stage.
Let's go.
Subtle flex, but yeah.
I mean, but that's what it's about. Honestly, I mean, when you talk about what you were doing, we're going to college to learn and get into our career field. You were into it before you got out, and something that you wanted to do. You found your interest. You found what you really wanted to do to make an impact for your life and actually be in it. And then you were in it. Then when you finished, like, I mean, I don't know any more fulfilling moment than that's like me trying to graduate college and going back, graduating, and then going right from college floor to the WNBA floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it didn't happen. It didn't happen, but yeah, one stage to the next, like, that's crazy.
Now, for sure, blessed. Not many people have, you know, blessed with an icon as a big brother. So some of these worries I ain't have to worry about too bad.
I mean, but you still had to put in the work, though.
Right, you know I had to be ready for the moment whenever it came, but I wasn't never too worried about where my moment would come from. I knew it was going to pop up somewhere.
So did you ask him to get on set as a production assistant, or was that kind of one of those things where it just kind of like happened based on your path at college and what you wanted to do?
I 100% asked.
I
100% asked.
Okay.
Because it got to the point where it's like, all right, you about to graduate. I think that was the conversation that he had. You got like, what, a year and a half left? What's you gonna do? What's you about to do? So it's like, I mean, I want to do this. I want to do X, Y, and Z. He kind of threw out some things like maybe but about a TV executive, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that sound dope. I like that. But
Yeah.
if I'm a do that, I probably should like start like getting some experience or something like that. Right? You
Yeah.
feel me? If only there was
Yeah.
a show I could work on. I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Somebody gonna hit you. Pull out my phone, check my email. Hey, welcome, Javen. We heard it. Like, oh, it's real.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's how that happened.
Okay, so how did you go from behind the scenes to on the camera? Like, what did you want to get on camera?
No, 100%.
Okay, so what did
Well,
it
and
look
that's
like?
the thing that I kind of learned. My brother is Nick Cannon. My brother's an icon. My brother, all these super cool things, but he not gonna just spoon feed. Do you want to go to college? It's like, and then
Yeah.
send you. Do you want to? Like, nah. It's like you see all that's going on. He's kind of more of a person that I'm gonna get you to the party. Like,
Okay.
Who you talk to? Who
It's
I don't got
on
no
you.
control on it, but just know
That's
this is my
dope.
party. That's the bouncer. I'm gonna put your name on the list. Figure it out from there.
That's dope. That's the door though.
That's the
Get
door.
open, and you got to make it move from there.
That's a tough lesson to learn though. So when it comes down to now, I'm a production assistant, moving and shaking, moving around. Once that season ended, it was like, how was it?
Mm-hmm.
How was that experience? Did you like it? I was like, no, it was super dope. I want to do a little more. While I'm working around on set, I'm watching. I'm familiar with everybody on here. Wild 'N Out came out, and I was probably like in 3rd grade for real.
Oh wow.
So this always been a dream of mine to be on that stage.
Yeah.
In my drama classes, we doing improv? Let's get it. This Wild 'N Out. Let's do it.
Okay.
So I've always been, good at that type of stuff. Like I said, it always had been a dream of mine. So now that I'm here as a production assistant, it's like, okay, I'm here. I'm in a party.
Yeah.
Now, which one of these pretty girls? You know what I'm saying? Type of thing.
Of
How do
course.
I get my way to what I want for real?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know that I'm a ask at some point,
Mhm.
but I just don't know how. It ultimately came in 2 different scenarios. So my brother is my brother who runs all of this, but
Okay.
we not about to play you my little brother, so I'm about to just open
Just
the door
come
for
on
you.
and okay.
Meet the director, meet the showrunner, meet these the people that you got to impress, and when they come to me, then you ready. But as of now, I'm just a production assistant taking trash and getting tampons. Like, that's my job. So I talked to, interestingly enough, I think one day I see Hitman Holla, a Wild 'N Out cast member, legendary battle rapper.
Yeah.
He has a shirt on, a Wild 'N Out shirt. And on the back of it, where people normally put their name, he wrote, I Heart Cinnamon, who, because I'm a fan of him, I know that's his girlfriend.
Okay.
And then I watch him get on stage and get off stage and don't nobody say nothing about that. And I say, hey, yo, I go to our showrunner, his name is Niall Evans. I go, hey, did you just not see Hitman with a shirt that said, I love cinnamon? And then nobody think to say nothing about, I would have been on stage talking about, I was all up in your girl's cinnamon spice, and no one said nothing. And he was like, wow.
Yeah.
What, you want to be on the show or something? Yes. What I got to do? Like, he's like, all right. And he gave me, some things that I should do. He told me to go get into like an improv class, or like a comedy class outside of, once the season is over. So yeah, we had that conversation. So like, ooh, okay, I got my way in.
Yeah.
I got my way in for sure. Let's do this. So that next season, I end up, doing all of this stuff that was required of me. So that's one. But then on another end, my pops always told me, behind the camera, that's gonna ensure you're way in front of the camera. If you write the script and they like the script, write yourself as one. I'm that character though. So if you want the script, you want me. So now you're doing it both ways. So randomly enough, I'm not thinking about that at all, but I find out that there are these things called creative consultants. Like, cause I'm new. I'm just seeing there's 100, 200 people that's working here on set. I don't know what everybody does. I end up start talking to them like, what is a creative consultant? Like, we basically write. Write what? This is an improv show.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? Did you see them things on a teleprompter? Them prompts? Who do you think they come from? Somebody has to write them. And then okay, how do I do that? Well, I can just talk to this person, blah, 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 blah. So I already talked to Niall, and he said go to get the improv classes and do all of this stuff, and we'll figure out a way to get you an audition. Then I talked to Nick. He's like, hey, what's these creative consultant things? I think I either want to do that. We don't want to keep me as a PA.
Yeah.
I either want to do that or something along with the producers. Like one or the other. He's like, well, you probably have more fun working with the consultant, so we're gonna just throw you over there. So season 2, I end up as still a production assistant, but for the creative consultants.
Okay.
So now
Closer.
instead of running to get tampons and and Slim Jims,
Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers, I'm now going like 2 weeks before the season start for the workshops where all the cast members are. Ain't no
Okay.
wilding out girls, ain't no your cameras, and it's just all of the cast members, and they are rehearsing the games with the creative consultant. So I'm their little homie, and I walk in the first day, and it's people that I recognize who are the creative consultants, legends, legendary comedians, Clayton English, Tyler Chronicles, and stuff like that. Like I know these people, and I'm like, oh, it's my job to work with them. Like, oh snap! I'm trying not to be a fan. I'm only like 22. I'm still a kid a little bit. These grown men that have been in the industry for 20 years, so they kind of see my enthusiasm, put me under the wing, and that's that season. Then that third season, I impressed enough people. Like, let's see what happened. And then everybody started laughing at my big ass shoes.
What the big shoes? What's up with the big shoes? What happened?
Oh, well, just the most viral moment on Wildin' Out, where my first episode, I walk out to play a game, and before I get to say a word, Emmanuel Hudson, who I hate, but is also my dog, go, and them some big ass shoes. Which then starts an avalanche of the funny. You've been in a room with funny people. Once one person point out something we didn't notice, and now we noticed?
Yes.
Oh, how did we not notice? Now, forget the game, the format, whatever we were supposed to be doing. We're not doing that no more. We talking about them big ass shoes you wearing. That's what we doing for the rest of the show, as a matter of fact.
Hey yo.
So yeah. That happened in season 3, and then a million different stories in between there and dope things, and yeah, wilding out.
That's crazy. So how was it like going up there, like going, you know what I'm saying, like from behind the scenes to like writing? You were in that moment where you were writing and helping out with that to now, okay, now I'm the person in front of the camera. Like now
terrifying. That was definitely terrifying. Because as I come in, like we're at the workshops, like I said, like 2 weeks before, and you meet all of the cast and all of the prospects, all of the old cast, all of the new cast. That's intimidating. All of these people in here were called personally to do this for whatever reason. That's DC Young Fly over there. That's Carlos Miller over there. That's Emmanuel Hudson over there. We know them, but these new people, we were picked.
Okay.
You got here because...
That's what they said. Because
I mean, that's not what they said. That's how I got here. Part of being who you are, you got to know who you are. You got to know how you got into these spaces. So I got here because that's my brother. My brother created this show, and that doesn't mean that I'm inadequate, but that's how I got here. Nobody called and said, we need Javen. No one said that. No one said that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's just the position that I got to play from. Internally, I'm watching, this young comedian. Shout out my dog Cortez. He's like a few years younger than me. Feel like I could, okay, if this is my competition, don't worry about the vets. Don't worry about the people that been here 10 years. Worry about the new ones.
Yeah.
And then you start to learn their stories, like, okay, you a small dude. I feel like I can beat him up or something. I'm probably cooler than him. Okay, cool. But wait, you've been doing comedy for how long? 12 years.
Wow.
You 20. What do you mean you've been doing it for 12? Oh, and then this person's story, and then that person's story. And all of these people have been in this industry for years, like working at their craft. I just came from algebra.
Literally.
That's where I just came from. It's like, oh, if we got to have a paper write-off, I bet you I'll smoke y'all, but that's not the case. So as I'm having to learn confidence, and it's like, from the place of like, woo, I don't feel the most confidence, but now we have to work, and this is an environment of jokes. So, are we about to clown you, like, at all of y'all? But your confidence has to be high. So by the time I was able to kind of work through that and get on the stage, it's still like I feel I'm a little more confident because I done proved to the people in the room. I done impressed, I made Emmanuel laugh a couple times, whatever the case may be. But now there's this audience. Now in the back of my mind is 3rd grade. I've been watching this. I'm here, and all of this kind of pressure. So, interestingly enough, when I first walk on the stage, it's a lot. It's a lot to balance. It's a lot to navigate. But that's what you asked for. So you either sink or swim.
Sink or swim. Interesting perspective where you said you had to learn confidence, because I was going to ask you, although you have that in because of who your brother is and, saying being able to get there and then you have to make your way, But I wanted to know, like, did you build your confidence along the way? Or did you already semi-have it? Like, what did that confidence journey look like for you? Because I'm thinking the whole time you talking, I'm like, yo, you got to have some crazy confidence to be able to
Oh, no, for sure, but it's just
maneuver in
levels
that
to
room.
everything.
Okay.
It's just levels.
Yeah.
So I got the confidence enough that I'm the funniest dude at the lunch table.
Okay.
Can't nobody here rap
Yeah.
at Howard University the way I
Yeah.
feel like I can rap. But then you get around dogs that they have to make people laugh to feed their daughter. You was making people laugh to get the little girl number over there that you knew was kind of listening, but she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
It's a totally different level. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you've been doing this at lunch tables. This person been doing this on stages, getting booed, having to figure out how to maneuver around this since he was 8 years old. So it's like, sure, I had confidence. You talked to me before those moments. I'm the most confident person here. But then, you know, you get to higher levels.
Yep.
You got to grow that confidence, you know? So it's not that I was an insecure or shy person, but it's just like, oh, these are the big leagues.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And in your mind, you feel me? Everybody Kobe Bryant in their mind. Everybody Michael Jordan. I'm going to go to the big leads, and I'm going to dunk on Shaq. That's what I'm... No, you're not. Maybe. You might.
No, I know.
But more times than not, nah. You're going to have to learn that, oh, that's LeBron. I see why he's LeBron now. It look different on TV when that's LeBron. Oh, that's Steph. Like, and I have to guard him. I have to... So, yeah, it's confidence that you got to learn. As I got deeper into, you know, different, more and more seasons, and now I'm on my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th season, and now I'm watching newer people come in. It's the same process. It was the same process for DC. It was the same process for Justina. This is a thing that you got to learn. Like, you welcome to the big leagues. You was aspiring before. You here now, and now these people are the ones that you gotta deal with. And they say it takes normally about 3 seasons to get comfortable at Wild 'N Out. So around my 3rd season, I started smoking people, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that confidence definitely has to grow. So to anybody listening, like, don't feel like just because you are walking into a new situation that it's gonna be nah. So you got to be who you are. You got to be who you see in your head, even when you don't feel like it sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, I'm with the smoke. So your name on Wild 'N Out was what?
King Cannon.
And where did that come from?
Interestingly enough, my family, I come from a long family of like faith.
Okay.
On both sides.
Okay.
So my mom is one of 9.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
And she's like 3 of 9 of her brothers and sisters that aren't pastors. So the majority of them are pastoring at somebody's church somewhere, some shape, some form.
Interesting.
My pops is a gang member turned street evangelist. And you feel me? So, yeah. So on both sides, you know, faith, Christianity, God has been like a big thing in my family. So that was instilled in me young.
Okay.
So as I'm like in 5th or 6th grade, I'm learning about the Bible, doing things for studying for myself a little bit. And I resonate heavily with King David. He's the youngest of his family. I'm the youngest of my family. He slayed a giant. I'm going to kill me a giant one day. Cool. He a king. I'm a king. Yeah.
Let's go.
But I also vividly remember going, all right, King Javen? I was like, nah, I don't really like the ring of that. I'm going to go with my last name because I'm a product of everybody. I'm the youngest one here, so I'm shouting out my dad, my mom, all my brothers. Yeah, King Cannon. That's what it is. MySpace.com /
Not the MySpace.
King Cannon, baby. That's me.
Let's go.
That's how that came about.
So you adopted that early on.
I knew. I knew.
Hey, let's go. You pointed out something really interesting for me, like intriguing, because I feel like, you know, as you have the access to get into different rooms, like you say your brother was allowing you the opportunity to get there. Like, hey, look, whatever you need. Hey, look, your name's on the list. Now you're in a room. Now you have to navigate. You said that was, like, interesting enough, it was kind of hard, or, you know what I'm saying? So what did you do to kind of learn how to navigate once you were in those rooms that you wanted to be in to get to where you wanted to be?
What you do to learn how to fight? You fight.
Yeah.
That's what you learn to do if you want to shoot. You just stay in there. There's no manual of how to navigate a room as Nick Cannon's little brother or Icon's little brother. It's like there's no way to do it, but just to kind of walk through it, have faith, and all right, I'm here for a reason. Boy, I must be here for some reason. I don't always know it yet, but I know it's something. And just kind of let that propel you through the complexities and the confusion and the ups and downs of it all. And it's you either gonna die here or not. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna win the fight, or you're gonna lose the fight. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You kind of just figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. If it get too bad, I'm gonna poke this nigga in his eye. Like whatever you gotta do, like to get yourself out that fight. And I think kind of for me is just staying who I am, kind of just staying as genuine as I possibly can be, understanding, like being real with myself. I think that's kind of a gift that I have that kind of helped me a lot is that self-awareness.
Yeah.
I'm not about to try to pretend like I didn't get here because my brother's an icon. That would be disrespectful and discrediting him. Like, he opened the door. He blazed this trail for me.
That's real.
So that's how I'm here, understanding that they didn't call me like they called him. Like, some people would try to lean on the big bro. So I'm technically, this is my shit. Like, nah. Like, I'm a person trying to learn every day, trying to get better every day to meet the standard of who is already deemed the vets, who's already deemed. So ain't no ego here, ain't no I'm supposed to get this because it's like, nah, this is the standard over here, Emmanuel Hudson. And when you watch him, you see, oh, I see why he the standard. This is the standard over here, DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Charlie Clips, Hitman. Oh, I see it. And you kind of get to see in real time, like, this is what it means to be great. You either gonna meet this level or work the camera.
Hey, you're right.
Those are your two options.
Make it or break it, man. You're gonna make it or break it. You spoke on some highly like interesting points for me hearing how your brother was, because I mean I grew up as the only child. I do have a younger brother who I met later on in life, but I mean I grew up as the only child, the oldest of my family, things like that. So I didn't have the luxury of an older sibling or older, you know what I'm saying? Just that, right? So you mentioned some things that I felt like I always wanted to have in a sibling, that, you know what I'm saying, the guidance I heard, you know what I'm saying, conversations that you would have, being able to call him and things that he would do, like, okay, like you said, he blazed the trail, he got there. Now, as a man, at the end of the day, as your big brother, I'm not just going to give it to you, because if you give it to you, you're not going to appreciate it.
Right.
I learned that in life. You're not going to appreciate what's given to you, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to walk through this door, and what you do when you walk through the door, it's up to you. So what was it like growing up as his little brother?
Complexed. Because Nick is 15 years older than me.
Okay.
And we have the same dad.
Okay.
With different moms.
Okay.
Nick becomes famous at 17. So I'm 2.
Okay.
And I live with my mom and my dad, who are married, but then they split up. My dad moved back to California. So my connection to, there's also 3 other brothers in between Nick and I.
Okay.
So I'm the youngest of 4
Okay.
brothers. My 3 other brothers, we have the same mom and dad. Nick is the only one with the same. Okay, cool. So that's just understanding the family structure.
Okay.
By the time, like I said, I never remember Nick living with us or being in the house. My other brothers do.
Yeah.
They have a memory of, when Nick came back to Charlotte and he kind of stayed with them and so on and so forth. I think he went to South Meck and whatever. Anyway, moral of the story, our age gap kind of put a lot of distance between us. Then my dad moves to California when I'm like 3. So as far as I remember, my household is my 3 brothers, my mom's, the first 3 kids, and her.
Okay.
By the time I'm 7, they moved to California.
Okay. So
as much as I am the youngest child, I was primarily, raised as the only kid.
Okay.
With my mom.
Okay.
So yeah. On top of that, insert fame and fortune on a 17-year-old. He not worried about what the baby doing. he playing with blocks, learning his colors. You know what I'm saying? And things kind of escalate quickly from there. Before you know it, there's Drumline, and then next thing you know, there's the show called Wildin' Out coming on TV, and he's moving and shaking, doing all the things that he was doing in California, making waves, blazing trails like we talked about. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm living a normal life. Like, you feel me? My mom working every day, getting up out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning to be at work, then working overtime and doing all of that.
Okay.
And we just kind of maneuvering from there. So there is this understanding that there is this person that it's in your family that's doing great, that's successful, as his fame starts to grow, you know what I'm saying, it starts to get a little more. But me, I don't look like Nick Cannon, little brother. I look like one of these other little Charlotte little kids. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out, trying to make the best of things. So it's an interesting like duality that on some occasions we gonna get a phone call. And y'all got to get on a plane. Y'all about to go to New York because Nick just did this movie and it's the premiere.
Okay.
What's a premiere? A premiere is when they air the movie. Oh, okay, we going to a premiere, baby. Yeah, let's get ready. We about to go. But then, you know, so we go to New York and we get picked up in a limousine and a red carpet and all of these shiny, and then this celebrity over here that I was just watching before I left. But then I got to go back home. And, you know, my mama, she at work. You know what I'm saying? She got to work overtime. And you can't, you get one pair. You get one pair of sneaks. And you better keep them clean because ain't no other ones until spring start.
Yeah.
And so it was, you know, that. And then a lot of the times in that environment, I know, you know, my 3 other brothers probably handled it a little different. They were like a year apart. So they came as a gang.
Yeah.
Me by myself, I don't want to tell everybody that I'm Nick Cannon, brother, because I don't look like it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm here with y'all, but my brother, you feel me? So more times than not, that's something that I kept relatively close to the vest as best I could, but it would always kind of, my last name's Cannon. So you feel me? All it takes is one little smart little, hey, Nick Cannon ain't your brother. And I'm not going to lie. If you ask me, yeah, that's my brother. But then that comes with, no, it ain't. That ain't your damn brother. If that's your brother, why you on the school bus with me? Why you help me understand why you here right now in Charlotte with me, nigga? Shouldn't you be? And it's like, so, why you ain't in a private school? I know where your bus stop is. You ain't Nick Cannon, brother. You are lying.
Hey, yo, I can
Hey, yo,
imagine.
this nigga think he Nick Cannon, brother. Can y'all believe that? If you Nick, call him right now. So like, these, like real talk, like these are the things that you kind of got to go with. And as a little kid, I kind of had to figure out, again, the confidence in myself that, you feel me? I tried. I had to learn. I remember one time Nick had his first album came back, and on the back is like, back when albums was a thing. You can buy CD, and then it had a CD book. At the back of the book, he wrote his thank yous. So first and foremost, I wanted to be thankful to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. After that, I want to thank my mom and my dad and my 4 brothers, Caleb, Gabriel, Reuben, and Javen. When I said that lived in my book bag.
So that was your proof right there. Let's go.
What that say? What's my name? You see my school ID? That say Javen. How many niggas you know named Javen? Stop playing with me. That ain't your brother still. And it's like, oh. So I learned at that age, it's like, what am I doing? Okay, I can either be mad, stressed out. And I think my mom kind of helped me when I was little elementary school. Like, don't do that. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You're going to go to school, you're going to do all of this, you're going to show them pictures, and they still not going to believe you.
That's valid right there.
And even if they do, then what? Now he believe you. Now he don't believe you.
Yeah.
Your brother's still your brother. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things, so when it gets time for full circle for me to be and wilding out in those environments, I kind of already had the training of, my brother's my brother, regardless of what happened. That has nothing to do with this moment that I'm in right now, what's important to me right now. Nick gonna be Nick.
Yeah.
You got to figure out who you are and what you gonna be. So it was a journey. It was a journey. Then he got married to my. Anyway, that's a whole different thing.
What?
That's a whole different thing.
Well, since you brought it up, I did not know that. Like, knowing that y'all had, y'all share a dad, but different moms. We all know that, in our culture, when you grow up with the mom and have different dads, that's separation and can create distance.
Right.
But still family. We know that's my brother for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? In the humble beginnings that you had, and
I'm
still
sorry. I'm just laughing because I'm just recalling how many times when they finally do believe you, the next thing is, well, that's just your half, brother, nigga. And it's like, oh, I did all of this to prove that, and now it's still not an. Who cares what they talking about?
Same last name, same. Hey, listen, y'all family, bro.
You can't please people. So that's something I learned earlier. It's my bad.
No, you good. No, I was just gonna say. I mean, like, what was that like? I mean, because like you said, your brother's your brother, and what you're doing in that space, you had to do, and you know what I'm saying, create your own lane and do your thing as Javen Cannon, or did you go by Javen or King? Either one.
Javen.
Yeah. So I mean, what did you said? And then he marries Mariah. Like, what did that do? What did that do? What grade? Were you still in school, like high school?
I'm in high school. I'm in like maybe probably 6th grade.
Okay.
Maybe 7th grade. And
Mariah Carey was heavy on the playlist, bro.
I know for sure. Got to shake it off for sure. So this is how it happened. I wake up. I get on the bus. I sit on the bus. Minding my business. And somebody go, "Hey, Javen, your brother married Mariah Carey?" And I said, "Huh? What you talking about? What you talking about? You don't know?"
Yeah, I was gonna say you ain't know.
Know what? And this not phones, but I can just go, hold on, let me just, is Nick Cannon Mariah Carey? Yeah, he married her. Yeah. I don't know until the end of the day. And so people told me my brother married Mariah Carey from the tabloids that happened the night before so it was just like, well,
yeah.
he married Mariah Carey then. So now it's like, dang, I need to bring my book back because now they don't believe me again.
Gotta go get that bag.
Dang, I gotta go get it. But so that was just kind of that experience, and now it's just a whole nother level of fame. I think later that week, probably during the next, we in North Carolina. Most things happen in California, 3 hours time different. My mom is in the bed asleep. She had a phone call. Don't nobody call this house this late.
Yeah.
Hello. Something. Hi, Mrs. Cannon. Yeah, who is this? Half asleep. We are with whatever news at the time, and we just your son married Mariah Carey. It's not my son. What are you talking about? But yeah, Mariah Carey. And I don't remember what she said, but she said something. The next day, it's on TV. It's like, whoa! So she's like, she getting phone calls. Why you tell the news? I didn't know it was the news. It was just somebody called me.
Late
I'm
at night.
asleep. I gotta work at 4 a.m. Like, so it was a lot to learn for relatively regular people. Like my mama go to work at a regular job. I go to school regular. I'm cleaning my shoes with a toothbrush, trying to make sure that they. But yeah, now the news is calling, and now it's just a lot to deal with sometimes. So, but yeah, you live and you learn, you grow and you figure it out.
That's crazy. Yeah. You get that phone call in the middle of the night, and then the news.
Now people mad at you because you done
leaked
the story. Leaked the story.
But you
I was in my bed
out,
asleep.
Right? Yeah, y'all had already found out, right? Or was that you said the night before you got on the bus?
That found out. But then there's the details that we need to get because out the blue, Nick Cannon marries Mariah. What the hell is going on in the world right now? So people is trying to figure how long have they been dating, or did you go to the wedding? You know, so they're trying to find out all that type of information. So
I got you.
Yeah, it's just being nosy.
Yeah, man, I can only imagine the type of phone calls that you've gotten along the way, man.
Yeah.
So with that fame and things that are going on, how do you like set boundaries and protect yourself with that?
In terms of what?
Like as far as just in general, I mean, because I mean at a certain point, well, I don't know, I mean maybe.
Or I guess
like
in general for myself about you know,
like how do you create the boundaries for yourself as far as like being like, because you've been on Wild 'N Out, like you're out there, you establish your own lane in the industry, and you know what I'm saying, your own self. So and it's known that you're his brother. I mean, you can Google it now.
Right.
You can Google your name and it'll say it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's Googleable, it's like, yo.
Googleable, it is
so, you know what I'm saying? If it comes to a point, I guess, I mean, do you, first, before you even set boundaries, do you get approached a lot now? Like, I know back then when you were in school, they were asking, but like, I guess now that's a fact and it's like in stone, they know and they've seen, you know what I'm saying, the progression of how you.
I get stopped sometimes. Because I have been on Wild 'N Out. I've done I went viral for my big ass shoes.
Yes.
Went viral for a couple other things on the show. So diehard Wild 'N Out fans probably remember me as I've worked more with my brother. We done shared screen times on various different platforms. So there is a little. I don't consider myself famous or anything like that.
Humble.
I mean,
humble.
I've done.
how many people can say I was on Wild 'N Out?
I've had some really good jobs.
Like 3-4 seasons of
fire
Wild 'N Out, bro. Like, no. My brother married Mariah Carey, like one of the greatest singers of all time.
I mean, things happen, you know. Some people brother marry crackheads. That's news too.
Yeah, that's a point.
It's just so happened mine married Mariah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, people kind of know. I think when I look back on my experience growing up, like I wouldn't replace it for anything just because it prepared me for so much.
Yeah.
I think, you know, how our family dynamic was. I remember being a kid, man, I wish I was older to be closer to them.
Yeah.
And just in age, and I'm having to sit back while they go over the first initial 1 to like 4 seasons of Wildin' Out when it was new. Like my other brothers are out in California. They was going since I was 7, and they're kind of experiencing. I'm watching it all from a distance in California. I might turn on E! News, and my whole family is on E! News at Disneyland, and I just had 7th grade social studies. You feel me? So things like that, but it kept me. It allowed me to be, it's kind of hard to call yourself humble, but I've heard, many a times throughout my walks, they're like, wow, you're so humble. Like, wow, we never would have known that Nick Cannon's your brother. Like,
yeah.
So because of that, I feel like I move around like a person that was blessed heavily by God.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with my brother being famous. I had nothing to do with the father and the mother I was born into. That's just a card that I was dealt. I had nothing to do with his work ethic and his success. I didn't give him a single idea. He was famous by the time I was 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is, I kind of had to, or learned to treat it just like, for whatever reason, God decided I should have a famous brother.
Yeah.
So this is not why I'm so cool.
Yeah.
I have to figure out my own reasons to be cool, my own reasons to be likable. But there's a pretty big, joker in my deck that I was dealt that can kind of make some of this stuff a little easier.
Hey, you playing spades, you was like, you thought
Nick Cannon, nigga.
Y'all thought I had thought you had us, but no.
Yeah.
I know the moments. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So that was all great, like you said, humble beginnings, man. I was over here just like, man, that's very humble. You're authentic. You're genuine. Just like you're a great all-around person. I see how you're. I mean, for sure. I mean, no doubt. Like, and you don't really meet a lot of people that's like that in general. I mean, because at the end of the day, like you said, whether you had something to do with it or not, like that's still who that is, and that's still a part of your story and your journey. So, like, but you still have to be a real person. You know what I'm saying? Some people can be just so crazy when you get around them, and it's like it's no point. Just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's authentic. It's gonna carry you way further in life than not. You know what I'm saying? So with all this going on, what's one setback that you've experienced, and how did you bounce back?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Setback.
Learning lessons. I think the biggest lesson, like something you had to learn from that may have just kind of like, took you to a place that's not just like, okay, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving forward. Like one of those moments where you like sitting there like, yo, I don't know how I'm going, like, how did I even get here? And what I'm going to do next?
Well, me personally, one of my favorite philosophies that I, adopted from my faith is that everything happened for a reason. Even down to having to only be able to get 1-2 pair of shoes, and my brother is a millionaire. Oh, Lord, you must be having me go through this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? My 7th grade girlfriend broke up with me because I couldn't dress. It's like, oh, my God. Must be going through this for a reason. Got it. So, as a young kid, I kind of always, took on that mentality of something my mom used to say to me all the time. So, as I got older and real life started to kind of throw curveballs at you, I don't see it as a setback. This is a setup for
the next thing that's
for
coming.
Mindset is
but
everything. There is plenty of like life lessons that I had to learn along the way, and I would say none of the ones that stick with me are like externally based, where this person did this or that person did this or this came crashing down, and I had to. All of my life lessons are really just internal, and like figuring out how to maneuver any particular situation. How do I get myself stronger? Going into Wildin' Out, looking at all of these people and being, having to face, I feel incompetent. Like, I don't feel like I should be here. Now what? Like, now what do you do at that moment when you feel low inside yourself? And all of my friends back home are like, oh, you did it. Yeah, duh. But I'm here doing it going like, oh, I shouldn't be here. I'm not good enough. I'm not these. So, no, those type of things are probably the hardest things that mentally I had to work through. And just figuring out when you internally feel challenged, when you don't feel like you should be in this space, and not just with, my brother being famous or Wildin' Out or anything entertainment related, but just in general, when this relationship comes and it doesn't work, who are you and how do you navigate this relationship that you swear that you cared about that means so much to you? How do you handle things that you care about? How do you handle adversity? So, yeah.
What did you do? Like, what was that mindset to handle those things? I know I love that everything happens for a reason. I say that all the time. But like, what are those things that you told yourself to kind of help you move through that?
Stuff like that. It sounds so cliche, but that's what I
No.
did.
I mean, it's a mindset. If you have a mindset that everything happens for a reason, and you understand what that means.
I'll say this. I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you good.
But just a lot of people say things, but it's believing what you say, and I think that's what got me through.
Yeah.
Is I can't see it right now. Yeah, I can say this word in the moment of me being on wild, and I'll say everything happened for a reason. I'm more than enough. All of these things. That doesn't make the next 10 minutes feel any different. You don't wake up or go to sleep and wake up and then everything's perfect. Like, no, you have to keep telling yourself that over and over and over and over and over again. And before you know it, you look up and go, oh, this was the reason that everything happened for. Like, oh, okay. Then you find some success and you learn, it's like, oh, okay, I have to keep motivating myself. I have to keep fueling myself. I have to, to answer that question, it basically, it just all comes back to my faith. Like, understand that this is bigger than me. I didn't ask for none of this. This is a plan. So there has to be, God, you didn't bring me this far to lead me. So those type of things are kind of what I tell myself in the darkest moments. And before you look up, my mom say, this too shall pass. So
yes, that, man, wow, that's powerful right there to have that faith, that mindset to just continue. Like it's in you, like it's within you from birth all the way up, like your mom, yourself, your faith, and what you had to do on your own. Which brings me to the conversation that we had prior to, sitting here where I asked you about the fast. Like I saw you with a jug of water with green stuff in there. So, and I asked you like, what is it? And what's the end goal? So like, what brought on the fast, and like, what is the end goal that you're trying to accomplish with that?
Well.
Because I think that leads into what you were talking about with your faith. Like,
well,
stuff
right.
like that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to turn this to a gospel sermon.
No. I mean, no. We ain't going there.
My answers just keep going back to that. So, like I said, faith has been a big part of my life. When I was like, up until I was 15, I was going to be the biggest bishop in the world.
Okay.
You feel me? I was going to be T.D. Jakes Jr. That was my goal. I was going to have but I realized that's probably not the reason that you should get into being a pastor, to have a million people standing in front of you because you talk good. So I was like, okay, maybe something else. But, that was, like, my faith is, like, really important to me. So throughout my life, I've done little variations of fasts. I watched my mom do it. My mom used to have us taking communion every day.
I haven't heard that one.
Like she bought it. Like she bought the, and then, come on, before I go to school, open a little thing, take the crack, and she gonna pray. Whatever. Yeah. And as a kid, it's like, okay, I don't really. Ma, don't make me like be annoyed at God because you making me do this every day. I don't really feel like. But I said that to say, like, faith was always there, a part of my life. Stemming from my mom, watching her. My mom would wake up every day before work. She got to go to work. She got to be there at 4:30. But she's waking up every day to pray 30 minutes before she do anything. I'll wake up, go to the kitchen out the middle of the night, go get some juice. She in the side room. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm praying. Hey, man. She'll come home sometimes. If she didn't do it in the morning, she'll come home. Hey, answer the door, get the phone. I'm about to go in my room for about 30, 45 minutes and pray. And then when I come out, I'm going to cook that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mom. Like, that's her sisters. That's her brothers. Like, that's my family. That's my dad. My dad taught me how to speak in tongues. Like, you know what I'm saying? Faith has always been a big part. So this is not my first fast. I done did a few different fasts along the way. What motivated this one is just as I transitioned from living in Los Angeles to moving back home, I'm purchasing a house. There's a lot of grown man things kind of going on.
Let's go. Level up.
I realized that, in order to get to the next level, I see where I wanted to go. This is going to take me tapping into myself different. It's going to take a different level of discipline. It's going to take a different mentality, a different level of focus. And all of those things are nothing unless they're based in a foundation, and my foundation is God. So that led me to a fast.
Ooh, you let me know something right there. Oh, man, we wrapping up. You hit the nail on the head when you talked about you saw it, and then you had to do something different. If you want something different, you gotta do something different. If you really, reach the next level in your life, you have to really separate and
you gotta sacrifice
things. Sacrifice. Whew. Big word right there. Sacrifice. But like you say that, but you have to believe it and what that really looks like. You know what I'm saying? So sacrificing eating. I know you around people all the time that are eating whatever they want. So while you're on that fast, that takes a lot of discipline
Man,
and confidence and
I had a dream about the first time I ever ate chicken last night.
Because
It's
you
hard.
never had it. No,
It's hard.
So what is the fast that you're on?
I mean, it's something that, there's the Daniel fast. There's all these fasts with different names. Like, this is something I just kind of felt internally to do. So I did 2 days no food. I did a 3-day juice fast and then a 2-day just fruit and vegetable fast.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
So with
I guess.
the no food, was that water? I know water.
Strictly
right?
water.
Okay, I got you,
Strictly
got you.
water.
Okay.
And then 3 days of strictly water and celery juice and kale and stuff like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a journey.
Interesting,
it's
man.
a journey.
I mean, but that takes discipline. It takes mindset. That takes something to. That means you have a strong goal. You have a goal at the end of the day, an end goal that you're trying to reach. And this is the path. This is what you said you're gonna do. And now I'm going there. I'm getting there. You gonna come out strong on the other side. I mean, fasting. Yeah. I've had my share of some different fasts myself, and I realized because of what I wanted on the other side of that fast, me doing those and letting go of those things and making those sacrifices, I was able to attain it that much more and appreciate it.
Nah, for sure. And it's interesting to me because as fasting becomes more trendy and like, you see different people talking about it and why you should do it and the health benefits of it. And I'm learning about this word. I don't even want to say the word because I'm going to say it wrong. But moral of the story is like if you fast long enough, then your cells start to, get rid of all of the bad cells and renew themselves. And your body starts to feed off all of the toxins that's inside of you. And they're very focused on the physical, benefits of fasting. But in my opinion, avoiding the spiritual part of it. Fasting is a spiritual practice. This tithing, all of those different things, they're real. There's people that don't believe in the Bible, believe in God, that practice those type of things and reap the benefits of it because it's a spiritual thing. It doesn't matter, whether you believe is certain things just are. God is a God of laws and ways and certain things that he wrote. The sun, whether you believe in it or not, it's gonna go up and come down.
Yes, sir.
And similar with fasting, and I think the thing that I've learned is that same sacrifice, that same dedication, that same focus that it takes to see an end goal, not really understand all that comes in between. To me, I think any process like that is spiritual. So whether it's like a weight loss journey, I know I want to lose 50 pounds. I'm gonna have to sacrifice my time, my energy. It's going to hurt.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of things to change my life, change the way that I eat to achieve these 50 pounds. Every single day, I'm gonna have to do it every single day. It's not going to the gym 2 times and then I'll listen, no, every single day. And I have to have the faith, the focus. I have to be fixated on that end goal of what I'm gonna look like. Some people get the dress or the pants that they want to fit into but all of that is spiritual and similar to manifesting an idea or achieving a goal or having a dream that you kind of want to get to. I know I want to be the biggest rapper. I want to be an actor, director. I don't know all of the steps in between. I know the end goal, and I have faith that somehow, keep focusing on that end goal, I'm going to get there.
Yes.
And to me, doing things like fasting, it just, gets you closer to God. But it's just a practice of that same discipline.
Yes.
So whatever the goal is, if I can stop myself from eating, no matter how bad my stomach is growling and screaming at me, no matter the hunger pains, no matter how good that plate of hibachi smell over there, I'm not going to touch it because, I have this end goal that I'm going to achieve. It's just practice, spiritual practice.
Yes.
For all of the other things that are, spiritual, manifesting, achieving a goal, weight loss, all of those different things. So it's something that I would encourage, but I had to do it first and fully understand it first before I can start preaching to other people about why they should do it.
Oh yeah, go through it, get through it, all of it. Now you can give, perspective on what it did for you and, the transformation that'll come after that.
And as an adult, because it's different being a kid and your mama going on one, so she making you go on one, but as an adult with more temptations or you can only eat what's in the house. So if your mama don't put nothing in the house, you don't got a car to go to McDonald's, so it makes it a little easier. But as an adult with all of the freedoms and with all of the temptations coming at you full force, it's a different perspective. So.
Most def. So you mentioned your dad and early on while we were talking, and then just now when I asked you about the fast. So like what was the impact your dad has had on your life? Like teachings and things like that?
Yeah, that's my dog.
He sound like a dope dude. Like when
Oh
you told
my
me his
God.
story, I mean, I love that story right there, man. I love that.
He is the foundation
Mm-hmm.
of all that you see. Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon because of James Cannon.
And is he from Charlotte?
No, my dad's from San Diego.
San Diego, okay.
Yeah. Big Crip, no, I'm playing. But I'm not. But
I mean, but you said, from, what I'm saying, from
nah,
gangbanging
for
to
sure. Like,
what is he doing now? To
a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
but he's
We just
ordained
changed his life
pastor.
around.
Right,
Yeah,
no,
I got you.
ordained pastor. He was running my brother's nonprofit for a long time, but he's teaching me because he's still here. I'm still learning from him to this day, but just manhood, the call of being a man, the calling to be a leader, but the full scope of it. A lot of people kind of want to focus on the positive or just all of the glory moments without showing you the lows. I got to see both sides of my dad. You know what I'm saying? I got to see a person. Some of it I didn't actually get to see. I just hear the stories of this great man who was able to turn his life around from gang banging, who found the Lord, who helped save his mother and father, like literally. Introduced them to Christ. Had a kid at 17 and had to figure that out, and had to take custody of the kid, but then also having to go from illiterate to teaching himself to read to now going to college, and the first one in the family to be accepted into college in Barber, Scotia, North Carolina, which is how a lot of stuff happened, where he meets my mom, and they know each other for 3 months, but not even really, because they only seen each other on the weekend, and before you know it, they get married. Like this, this California city boy and this country girl from South Carolina meet each other randomly because her sister is dating this dude who's friends with this man who has this child named Nick that we didn't know would grow to be Nick Cannon. And then they kind of, get married. They start their family. And the thing about my dad is, and how, Nick eventually becomes Nick is, for whatever reason, I don't know at what point, he fell in love with cameras.
Okay.
So my dad is the dude in the 80s with the big joint.
The big joint
with
on
the
the
big
shoulder,
stupid
like,
joint.
Let's go.
You feel me? For what?
With the videotaping it, right?
But for what? What are you recording us for? Like, we're in the he's in the living room dancing with his kids and, singing gospel songs, and they all pretending to play, one playing the broom and the other one, like, these are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's that dude, and you watch him and his 3 sons, and the first thing that, him, and there's videos of me later, but he's asking each one, you love Jesus? I love Jesus. You love your mommy? You love your dad? Like, instilling those lessons and lining up my other brothers, making them do push-ups, and just that man, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the person that I kind of grew up, by the time I'm of age and of memory, him and my mom separate. Okay. So he's gone. So I have to learn this man from California. But somehow, although he's 3,000 miles away, the kid that I am walking around, I don't need to be in, I don't got a daddy program. I got a daddy, and I know he love me. Yeah. We talk on the phone all the time. So as I get older and kind of look back, it's like, dang, he had to figure out a way from across the country, 3 hours difference, to instill in his kid that, hey, even though you don't see me often, but somehow from across the country, he was able to send that love to me today. That, oh no, I wasn't raised without a daddy. I knew my dad.
That's a stand-up guy, man. That's a stand-up guy.
So yeah, so as I kind of grow into this person, just kind of seeing how God had his hands on his life, like the crib that I grew up in, him and my mom bought together. And long story short, when it's time to sign to close on the crib, they found out from the owner, like, oh, we own like the pond that's behind y'all crib and the lot beside it. But we don't really feel like going through the paperwork again, so we're just gonna give it to y'all. It's like, okay. Like, just different things like that, where it's like, oh, that's God. Like, that's, and if you ask, my pops, is like, as he's turning his life around from a gang member, God, if you give me sons, that's all I want. I want sons. If you give me sons, I'm gonna give them to you. He gave him 5. And
that's powerful.
And that instilling all of that stuff. So as I'm, still talking about him, it's like the house that I'm about to buy is across the street from the house that. So it's like, regardless of what's going on, the way my take from it is here, whether his marriage didn't work out and he wasn't able to be, and some people look at it and put names on it and labels and things like that, but you know, I'm building upon his legacy still by buying the house across the street that God gave him because, you know, I understand that I'm a promise that my dad made to God.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Give me sons, I'm going to give them to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just a lot. So shout out to my pops, man. Like I said, he taught
Definitely
me how to my dad taught me the two most important things I feel like I learned in life. One is chess and two is speaking in tongues.
Oh, we're gonna have to play chess then.
You
Oh,
don't want to do that.
Let's get it.
You don't wanna
Hey,
do
listen, my uncle is a beast now. You learn from a beast.
I respect it.
So that means James Cannon and my uncle, like, you know,
Yeah,
OGs.
yeah.
So we learning from. Okay.
Hey, just be careful what you ask for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen. I'm a competitor, man. Look,
I respect
confidence out the roof.
I respect
so
it.
what we doing? You learn more from a loss than you do from a win.
You're gonna learn a lot today.
But I'm gonna get the win first, and then.
Oh, then we gonna see. We gonna tell you how that chess game go.
Oh,
we gonna
yeah,
put
for
it
sure.
in the description. Javen won.
Nah, I'm gonna have to call Uncle. I'm like, hey, look, I need a lifeline, bro. That's where I'm at right now.
Nah, for sure. We can definitely get it. That's lit.
Yes, man. What's one word to describe your journey so far?
One word to describe my journey so far. Blessed, be cliche. Ordered, I would say. I would go ordered. Let's go ordered. That's different.
Yes.
Yeah. My journey was ordered.
Okay. And what about your most memorable moment on Wildin' Out? But I mean, you went viral for the big shoes, and you said you had a couple other moments.
I don't like that one.
But like, what would you say is your like most memorable moment of like being on the show?
Being on the
show,
both.
Either one. It could be from either perspective, from being a part of it or on it.
Okay. All right, easy. So my favorite moment on stage is when I started whooping folk.
Okay.
Probably like I said, my third season. My first season, it was all new.
Yeah.
My third season, if I'm being honest, I was probably pouting. Definitely pouting. I was a little entitled. My second season, I mean. My third season is when I threw everything to the wind. Like, man, what? Like, figure out today is the, like, you know, seize your moment. Like, don't worry about nothing else. Nothing else matters but being here right now. So then I started to do well. There's one particular clip during a Wild Style that I end the whole show with Rhapsody, who's from North Carolina. It's a whole, you know, full circle moment. My first season when I was a PA running to get tampons in my leather jacket and my Timbs.
Yes.
Rhapsody was the only person that I wanted to take a picture with. Because throughout my life, I've met a lot of celebrities, so I'm kind of over the whole celebrity thing. There's not many people. If I want to take a picture with you, you mean something to me personally.
Nice.
So when Rhapsody came, I need a picture with you. You know what I'm saying? So I took the pic, boom, went and get the tampons, came back, spilled trash on my Timbs. Ended that season. Though a few seasons later, she came back. She's a captain. I think before she was just a performer. She's a captain. I'm on her team. We losing. Wild Style come. I steal the show.
Let's go.
Hand the belt to Rhapsody. Everybody scream.
Let's
yeah.
go.
So that's probably my favorite moment from the show. That's kind of, you know, I can do this. I belong. I didn't feel like I did. I worked. Wow, I finally did it, kind of proving, anything, you can do whatever you want to put your mind to. There's no reason I should be battle rapping, Hitman hollering, winning right now. Like, but wow, look at what I'm capable of.
You doing it.
So that's probably my favorite on stage moment. My favorite off stage moments. That's tough. There's so many. Generically, I would say on Wild and Out set is like a big summer camp. Okay. So it's the funniest people in the world. We all in the same hotel. We work from like 12-hour shifts. We get home, we kind of tired, got to get ready for the next day. But so there ain't no clubbing, ain't no going out getting lit. We turning up downstairs in the lobby at the hotel all night. That's where we at with it.
Organic fun.
We having a good time. We freestyling. We, you know what I'm saying, cracking jokes. We preparing for the next day. We doing all of that stuff. All your favorite people, all the writers, all the producers, like it's really like a summer camp with the people outside or upstairs in the hotel looking down because we loud at 2 o'clock in the morning, like playing all type of games. Like that's an experience that, you know, I can't replace. Being able to freestyle with some of the best rappers in the world, just like I was doing with, you know, my homies at the lunch table. It's like, what in the world? And they listen to, oh, you going crazy. Like it's just those moments that you can't really duplicate, replace. More specifically though, I would say my favorite moment outside of that, because that's a million moments I just described to you. It's probably one particular conversation that I had with Carlos Miller, where he's basically explaining to me in his guru, comedian, mystic way is like, don't ever settle, basically. The way he described it to me, because he was a little frustrated.
Okay.
But to be able to listen to my dog frustrate, I was a fan of yours, bro. Now I'm hearing an authentic rant that you going on, and you ranting to me. Ain't nobody, it's like, oh, yeah, Carlos, that's crazy. I don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But, and what he's saying is he's a little frustrated with the industry itself. And he could start going, what people do is they'll try to dangle a moment in front of you like this is the biggest thing that's going to ever happen to you. No, it's not. This hotel costs $140 a night. And that changed. It was like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. You can pay to be in this hotel, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what he's saying. And I just took away these dreams, these opportunities, these moments that these ain't your end all be all more times than not. This is another moment. And just like you had a test in 10th grade that you had to pass. And if you don't pass it, 2 years later, you didn't think about that test. You know what I'm saying? Just like, so these moments are going to come and go. And some people want to hold it over your head like they're doing these big grand things for you. But nah, this is another step in the course that God wrote for you before you got here. You feel me? So don't let a person, a man, or whoever try to tell you that you not worried or you got to be so whatever indebted to him. It's like, nah. Because at the end of the day, this is going to be one experience out of a bajillion in your life. Seize this one, move on to the next one. So like that piece of, right.
Seize the moment,
come on
never
now.
settle.
That piece of advice is probably one of the best ones I've ever got.
Let's go. I'm taking that with me. I'm never settling. I'm going all out, man. I'm going all out. What's
It
next
get
for
bigger
you?
than this. What's next? A lot of different things. I've had the privilege to say that a lot of goals that I wrote down as a kid, I was able to check off.
Let's go.
Not even to say that to brag. That's just kind of the position that I've found myself in. And hopefully all y'all find yourself in that position. But I will say it's kind of a scary one. When you get to the end, it's like, oh, now what? Like, what's next? So as I prepared for what's next, part of the fast was, I had to write a new list.
Yes.
And part of that list, similar to when I was at Howard thinking I was about to pledge, and my only reason was to pledge, it's like, oh, the things that I thought I was here for, they're over. Like, I did them. Like, I achieved them. Not that I achieved it to the highest level, but I found success here. I said I wanted to be on TV as a kid. I was on TV. Did I mean I wanted to be the star of the TV show for 15? Maybe that's what I meant, but I was on TV. Like I done it. I achieved it. I wanted to be, a producer. I produced. I wanted to get paid to rap. I got paid to rap. All of these things. So it's like, okay. Now that I had that privilege, I kind of now know what's important to me, what's not, what was childish goals, what was something that I really cared about. And as some of those things shift, things that become more important to me is, being a family man. Starting a family, establishing a family, purchasing a crib was a big goal. That's opening up a whole new list of things. Like, I gotta learn how to handle a yard. Like,
okay,
what I'm gonna do with that? So those type of things. But then you realize, this is the first time, that I'm in a position where whatever I say goes around here. So it's like, okay, well, what you gonna say? What goes around here? Having to figure out what that means, figuring out the finances of all of it. Like, do I just want to pay for a house? Do I want to make money off it? Just all of the things that, you watch your parents kind of struggle with your whole life, but that's grown folk stuff. It's like, oh, I'm grown folk now. Like, oh, okay,
now this is me.
Okay. So things like that are on my goals. Now that I've had the opportunity to achieve a lot, giving back is what's important to me. Kind of bridging the gap between, me who's had the privilege of following behind great lineage and legacy, and all the things that I was able to learn. Understanding there's still so much that I didn't, and I wish, although I have my big brother, although I have all of the people that's kind of around him, there's still certain things that I wish people would have instilled in me. So trying to pay things forward. So starting my own nonprofit, making a success of my nonprofit, continuing in the media space, started my own different platforms and so on and so forth, my production company and all of those things that were always a dream or still a dream. And just, doing the same things I was and adding upon it.
Yes.
Building upon it, doing it much more mature, much more adult, things like that.
Okay. And what's the focus of your nonprofit? Like, is it in like art space and media?
Arts and all of that and mentorship.
Okay.
Reaching back to the youth. Found myself in various different situations I never thought I would be. One of them being I had the opportunity to work with a different nonprofit that had me in juvenile justice facilities.
Wow.
Basically facilitating programs, teaching, mentoring through arts, basically. And the reception that I got was crazy. It was so much fun. They was having fun, I'm having fun. We in here playing improv and doing all of this stuff, but also making a difference. The feedback that we got from it, from the guards and all of the people in charge, like, whoa, we've never seen. He never talked. He been in here for 6 months and he's never talked. And he up there playing, messing around with y'all and just understanding the power of art and what it can do to people and still creating those moods that I always knew that I wanted to do as a kid. But instead of trying to be the biggest movie star in the world, it's like there's plenty of people that need that light, need that impact, that you can create a mood in them and they might go on and change the world. So. So those are kind of my focuses these days.
Man, listen, that's powerful right there. The impact that you can have on the youth through something that you do naturally that feeling was good, right?
Man,
that feeling you had you gave a move because that's what you wanted to do, but then to see it, it's like
you get one in return.
It's like,
exactly.
Man, like yo, that's what it is, man. Just keep me in mind. I love the kids.
Easy money.
I love the kids. Whatever you need, I'm here. I
hold you to that now.
I love it.
No, act different after I beat you in chess.
I'm not a sore loser. I'm not a sore loser, man. I'm not a sore loser at all, man. At all, for sure. So, what you want to leave us with?
A L in chess. No, I'm playing.
Listen, the L is not happening, man. I'm telling you.
What do I want to leave y'all with is, a bunch of cliche stuff. God is real. Believe in yourself. You can achieve your dreams. I ain't no different. I ain't no better. I ain't no celebrity. My brother no different. He no better. He is a celebrity, but a very humble one. And the only thing that differentiates him from me or me to you or you from whoever is belief and work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Having a dream, believing you can actually get there, and trying to figure out how do I tangibly get there. And yeah, you can do that thing, man. Keep going. Everything happened for a reason.
Yes. How can we get in contact with you?
7 Up. No, I'm playing. You can hit me up on Instagram or any of the social medias, Javen Cannon. Everywhere. Slide in my DMs or something.
Let's go, man. Look, we're gonna keep you updated on that chess game. We're gonna work together in this nonprofit along with my guy Dose, man. Shout out to Dose, man, for the connection, for the network, man. Your network is your net worth, and I believe in that wholeheartedly. Reputation is everything. Had I not been who I am and believed in myself, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now. Because although you don't say, hey, I'm a celebrity, this and a third, but to be connected to who you connected to sit right here to say, yes, I would like to sit on your platform, speaks volume in, how I presented myself and what I brought to the table.
For sure. I don't do this for everybody.
You didn't have to sit here,
I don't do this for everybody.
You could be doing so many other things right now, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to thank you, and I really appreciate it.
For sure.
And this has been dope. Until next time, Stats Global Podcast, yo. Hey, we out. Yo.
Word. Up fire.